Hi everyone, my name is Trevor. I'm a fragrance enthusiast. I like to wear and use fragrance as a form of self-expression. So today I wanted to do a review of my Eilish perfumes. I have the first Eilish that Billie Eilish and her perfumers came out with, along with Eilish number 2. And what prompted this was the announcement of Eilish number 3 that's coming out apparently in November. Here, I'll post a picture somewhere up here. It looks like it looks the same, but it has like a reddish bottle, and she used some cherry type emojis. So I'm hoping for like a really nice cherry scent that's maybe not a dupe for Tom Ford's Lost Cherry. I would like a cherry scent that kind of leans in a completely different direction. I've smelled a lot of things that smell like Lost Cherry, and I'm ready for a different version of cherry, and I'm sure everybody else is too. But today I wanted to talk about Eilish, and look at this adorable little mini Eilish. So the first Eilish, it was a blind buy for me. I brought it from Shoppers Drug Mart, and when I was purchasing it, the website said that it comes with a gift. And this just happened to be the gift, and I was like, great, I get to sample or I get to try both of them for the price of one. So this is a 50 ml and this is a 7.5 ml. So I do get quite a number of wears from this little one. I got them in the summer, and what I will say about these is that these both lean fall and winter to me, and you'll see why in a second. So here we go. So Eilish number 1, just for the presentation, I really love a bottle that looks like it'll look good on a shelf. Even just having these two set up, or if I like the cherry one enough, having all three of them set up beside each other, I thought that was really appealing. Like, a lot of people are going to want to buy it even just for the bottle alone. It's a nice decoration in my opinion. And I like the way the top comes off. So cool. So neat. And you can see like how much is left in the bottle. And it sprays really nice. Here, I'll spray a little bit on my arm. Whew. I was hesitant to initially review this one because I had heard of a few reviews talking about this, and I read comments sometimes, which is sometimes not the kindest place. But what I got from the comments wasn't necessarily dragging the fragrance completely. I thought some people had some issues with Billie Eilish as a singer, and I don't. I'm a singer-songwriter, and I personally think her songwriting is great. Her and her brother, I think, are amazing. They're great singers, they're great songwriters, they're smart people. So I have nothing against them as human beings. And what I felt from a lot of the comments on the videos that I was watching is that they had issues with them as performers. And I would have preferred people just focus solely on the scent. Some people did say that this was a little too sweet for them. What I get from this on the opening, when I first sprayed this, I was like, oh, I thought it was kind of magical because I got I got the red berries. The opening reminded me a little bit of Vanilla Mint from Scentsy, and I thought it was so cool. There was the vanilla, there was a little bit of a mintiness to me. There's no mint in the notes, and I got the berries, maybe a little hint of citrus. But when it dries down, you get a sweet vanilla and you get a cacao note, and that stays on your skin. For me, it has stayed on my skin for like 7 to 8 hours, so it is long lasting. I initially had worn this in the summer, and for me, it's not a summer fragrance just because of how sweet it is, and I radiate heat in the summer, so it's a bit too much, a little bit too cloying. But here in the fall and winter, now that it's cool, I think that this is a really lovely scent, and sometimes this is something that I'm just in the mood for. So I really enjoy this scent. It's very vanilla-y. On the dry down, you get a lot more of the cacao note, so it's vanilla and chocolate, and I think it's just delicious. You smell like a snack. So yes, the people that are reviewing negatively, it's because the reviews that I've seen, it's because they don't like how sweet it is, but I think there's a time and a place. Or if you really don't like sweet gourmands and this just simply isn't for you, I can handle it in the fall and winter. I think it's really lovely. Yeah, so that's Eilish number 1. Eilish number 2, I thought was like a cute, cool, mysterious little companion because it is completely different than Eilish number 1. Let me push that down a little bit. This, to my nose, is more like woody, patchouli, black pepper goodness. Now this is just a dabber. This one doesn't have a spray. So I find things when there's dabbers, I don't get a whole lot of the opening. Like I think it's said here, let me check. Right, so the top notes for this one are apparently bergamot and apple blossom. I don't necessarily get that, but I have a feeling like if I was spraying something into the air, I'd be more likely to get those notes. But for me, whenever it's a dabber, I often just get the mid and base notes. So I get the black pepper, I get the patchouli, Palo Santo. So black pepper, Palo Santo, and I can definitely see papyrus because it's very earthy, it's warm, it's mysterious. If I were to guess, there would be amber in here, although it's not listed in there, just because it's just so warm and cozy. This one also has lasted me a long time. I would say around 6 to 7 hours on my skin. So both of the Eilish perfumes are very good performers. If I had a preference between the two, I'm glad I have a larger one of Eilish number 1 because I can see myself going through this a little bit more than going through this. If I want like more of like a warm, ambery, woodsy type fragrance, I lean toward like Eilish Invite Only Amber. Is that what it's called? Eilish Invite Only Amber. And that's the type of warm, like smoky type fragrance I prefer. But yes, in general, this is a very nice, sweet vanilla Eilish number 1, and this is completely opposite in terms of fragrance. Both fragrances, I think, are fantastic. If I were to rate them out of 10, I would say Eilish number 1 is like an 8.5, and Eilish number 2, I would give maybe like around a 7, and it just comes down to what my personal preferences are because I love a vanilla. Both of these fragrances, I would say, lean to fall and winter. They are complete opposites. The woodsy, vetiver, smokiness type people would prefer number 2. If you prefer a sweet vanilla, I would go with Eilish number 1. Both are fantastic performers. Both what you get from me, both what you get like right away on the dry down is kind of what stays the whole time. The bottles are lovely, the packaging is lovely. I'm just really excited for that Eilish number 3 to come out. If you smelled these, maybe let me know what your thoughts on them are. I would love to hear if you prefer Eilish number 1 or Eilish number 2, maybe neither are for you. I'm really excited for Eilish number 3. Anyway, thank you for watching my video. If you like this video, please click the like button. If you want to see more of my content, I'm kind of all over the place in terms of fragrance. I'm personal and I'm home fragrance. So if you want to follow me and my journey, please click the subscribe button. And I look forward to seeing you in future videos. Okay, thank you. Bye.